So hello everybody, and thank you for joining me again here in The Good Life with Steve. I am Steve, and I want to share something with you guys. You guys ask a lot of questions. There's one of me, there's 1,000 of you. Speaking of which, thank you. Thank you very, very much. We hit like 1,000 subscribers during the month of December. And that's like a milestone here on YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel in the past and it was monetized too, but when I had a stroke, I figured, you know what, I need to go take care of more important things, right? So I went and took care of my health. But yeah, so we've done it again. You've done it because all I do is sit here and run my mouth. But you subscribe to the channel, and that means a lot to me. I won't take that for granted. And in the spirit of not taking things for granted, I want to try to answer some of your questions. One of the questions that you guys have asked me is probably as a result of my carelessness. When I shot the video of me or of my apartment here, I left my laptop open on my cocktail table, and you saw that I trade. So a few of you have asked me about trading tips and that kind of thing. And rather than responding to 9 different messages and doing it all 9 different times, I figured, you know what, I'm just going to do a video. And those of you who aren't interested in trading, maybe it can just be entertainment for you. Those who think you might want to, then maybe it can help you out a little bit. But I'm going to show you what I have done. What I did is when I decided, well, I knew I was going to leave the U.S., but once I sold my house, I was living in not an apartment, but a hotel near the airport for like 3 months, because I figured, well, once I get everything settled, I want to be close to the airport because I'm going to get on that plane and get the heck out of here. But while I was there, I started setting up things, and I knew that, being retired, and I was going to have time, and with time, I could figure this thing out. Well, I tried a lot of different things. I mean, most of them, well, they kind of work, but they don't have a high enough percentage that I felt comfortable, investing money in that. If it's going to have only a 50% chance of winning, well, if, I told you we're going to jump out of a plane and your parachute has a 50% chance of opening when you jump, you probably say no. Okay. And so that's how I felt about what they were sharing with me. But after several months of looking at this, well, let me just show you what I ran across, because it was just noise. It was all just noise. So what I did is, let's see, I'm going to change my screen up here a little bit. And what I ran across, I was looking at a lot of different things when I was attempting to learn to trade, right? There was so much going on. And you've seen people trading and their screens look like this, right? And so did mine, okay? So I had all of this stuff going on, and I'm looking at the RSI, I'm looking at the MACD, I'm looking at the exponential moving average, I'm looking at Bollinger Bands, I'm looking at the simple move, I'm looking at all this stuff, volume, and I'm just like, all of this noise. So what I did is I decided, well, you know what I need to do? I need to get rid of all that stuff. What if I got rid of it all and I narrowed it down to just those things that are important, okay? And if I could find that, I know what I want to do. I want to share my screen. That's what I'm going to do. Where is that? All right, there we go. Bear with me, guys, as we struggle here to make this. Here we go. So I went from that to just this. Something very simple, okay? Now, if you've never traded before, I'm going to help you out. And if you have been trading in the past, some of this will make sense to you, okay? Let me tell you what you're looking at here. You're looking at just a basic screen, and this little box up here in the left corner, that is just something I'm doing this in what's called playback. When you're trading, when you're learning to trade, you can download historical information and practice until your heart's content, and it doesn't cost you a dime. And if you can never figure out how to be profitable, well, then you never put up any money, and so you've never lost anything. Maybe some time, but maybe you learned something. But this thing right here, it allows me to choose a date and a time wherein I'm going to be practicing how I trade. Now, I trade at night, okay? And I trade what's called the NASDAQ Micro, okay? The industrial, I trade the industrials, okay? So you have NASDAQ, you have what's it called, Standard & Poor's, you have the Dow, you have the Russell, you have all of these different futures markets that you can trade. I trade the NASDAQ Industrials, the futures market, okay? And in that, I can trade to go long or short, or whether the market's going up or down. If I'm looking at it right, I can take the market down and make money. Or if it goes up, I can take the market up and make money then also. But if I take it the wrong way, if I'm wrong, I'm losing money. And so that is why it's so important that, to me, that I take the requisite time to figure out what it is what it is I'm doing, and make sure that I am profitable. Now, so what you're looking at here is the way I set my screen up. If you ever go to attempt to trade, your screen's not going to look like this. The field that is black on my screen right now, it's going to be white for you. And the candles that you see, the blue and white, little bars you see going up and down, if you're just starting out and you set up a regular screen, the candles that go up will be green and the ones that go down will be blue. Well, for me, it was just too busy, too bright, and I'm staring at this thing for hours. I'm not, I ain't with that. So I figured out a way to change it. So I'll just show you right here. Now, if you're looking at this on a what's it called, a cell phone or something like that, it may not serve you well. And I know that most people, something like 50 or more % of people watch YouTube on their TV. So if you can watch this on your TV, you'll probably be better served, okay? Because there's so much going on. But when I right click on the field of the screen, it'll give me an option. If I drop down to properties, I'll go here, and what'll happen is it'll allow me to change the field of the screen, okay? So when I slide down, you see that it says colors, background colors. You see that it's black, and you can choose any color that you want. If you want to choose like a bright color like that, you can do that. I don't know why you would do that, but some people, people do strange things. I like black because everything that I do, whenever I can, I choose a dark screen because it's easier on my eyes. Okay. I didn't like the red and green candles because, well, it looks too much like Christmas. So I just decided, well, I will left click on the candles and then right click, and I'll go down to properties again. And as you can see, you can change the colors of the candles also, right? The down candles right now, I have those as blue, but if you want to change those to red, you can do that. Hit apply, and you can see they turn to red. And the white candles are normally green. I won't go ahead and do that. You see what that is already. And now I have lost where is my Dodger blue? Okay, I got to go find my blue because I like Dodger blue. Where is it? Hold on, there we go. There it is. And we will hit apply, and we'll go back to the color, right? So you can change these colors, right, to whatever you want. So what I did is I needed to how they say you can't see the forest for the trees? Well, I couldn't see the screen for all the stuff I had going on, for all these indicators. There are 1,000 ways to trade the market. So don't come to me and say, well, if you did this and if you did that, listen, I'm going to do one thing, because I think of this as like, remember like back in the 80s when KFC was actually Kentucky Fried Chicken? They had a commercial and it said, we do one thing right. They had the best fast food chicken, that was probably out there at the time, all right? Well, they don't do one thing anymore. PepsiCo bought them, and now they're lousy, if it's even chicken anymore. But anyway, so I do one thing. And because I figured if I could figure out just one thing, and if I can get good at that, then I only need to make 1 or 2 trades a night, and I'm okay. So that's what I figured out. So what we're looking at here is the only indicators that I use, and there's 2. There's one that's called the RSI, and the other one is it's called a bar timer, okay? So at the bottom, we have the RSI. Down here, you have the yellow line, top and bottom, right? I'm going to move this up a little bit because I do add something to it, okay? So down here at the bottom, some people call it the floor. In the industry, they call it support. Up here at the top, some people call it the ceiling. It's called resistance. So when the RSI comes down, it's going to go back up. When it goes up, it's going to come back down, and it just oscillates back and forth. And what I use it to do is to tell me, well, if the market is going down, if the price action is going down, then and it hits or gets down to the yellow line, I don't want to be trying to take that down, because it's going to turn around eventually, and I don't want to be a part of the turnaround when I'm trying to trade down, because I'll lose money. Vice versa, if it's going up, I don't want to take it up if it is up there at resistance. Now, I do add something to it, a horizontal line at 75. Let's see, we get as close to 75 as we can, and then I'm going to put a horizontal line down there at the bottom at the number 25. Okay, why did I do that? Because that's an extreme level. Okay, you know how when you're driving the car, you come to traffic light, unless you're in the Dominican Republic, they just drive on through. Okay, but back home, you're supposed to slow down, really slow down at the yellow light, and then go ahead and stop maybe. But certainly when the light is red, you want to stop. And that's why I put that there as a warning, just to let me know, because sometimes I might take a trade right there at resistance or support based on how things are looking. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. Just want to show you this last indicator here. This over here is what I call the bar timer. It's not doing anything right now. It says bar timer disabled since the current time is outside session time or chart end date. Now, what does that mean? That means that the market is closed. If you look down here, you can see a time. It says 6 p.m. because in the U.S. where the market is, at 6 p.m. the market closes, right? Or at 5 p.m. And it doesn't open back up until 6 p.m., 7 p.m. my time. Most people think that when the market closes at 5 p.m., that's the end of the closing day. It is not. Actually, the market starts at 6 p.m. at night, and it closes at 5. So when they come in at 5 o'clock, they're just catching, or 9 a.m. in the morning, they're just catching the last 8 hours of the day. Anywho, so I always put this green line here because that's where I'm starting. And like I say, I only trade for 2 hours a night. So I'm going to go all the way over here to 8 o'clock, or what would be 2,100 hours for me, because I am in the Dominican Republic and they don't turn their clocks backward down here the way they do in the US. I'll click on that twice. I'll go over here to line, and I'm going to make that red, okay? Because that's where I'm going to stop. So green to go, red to stop, simple as that. All right. Now, here's what I discovered is that when the market moves a certain way, it creates a pattern, and I had to get rid of all the noise to see the pattern. I'm going to show you the pattern before we actually trade. When the market moves in a certain direction, up or down, in 3 consecutive full bars, and then it reverses for a bar, and then it continues. When that continuation candle goes beyond or closes beyond that reversal candle, you can take that for 25 ticks. Okay? What do I mean by that? I'm going to show you. Over here on the right, you see these numbers. They are divisible by 5, right? Well, what I discovered is if I open this up and make it so that it's divisible by 2, in the grid, top to bottom, that's 25 ticks. And that is the trade that I want to make. So I go over here to tools, I grab path, and then I click on one horizontal line, go down and click on the other, click twice, and that creates a right angle. From the bottom of this right angle to the top, I know that's 25 ticks, right? And so if I want to take the market down, I'll be using that. Now, if I want to take the market up, I'll be using this one. Again, 25 ticks, top to bottom, and go over here and click twice to release, and there we go. I'm just showing you how I set up, and you'll see why I do this in just a minute. Now, I also create just a plain old line about like that, and you'll see why I do that in just a minute also, okay? So if the market comes down, right, and say we got 1, 2, 3, like I said, candles, a reversal, and then a continuation. When it closes below this reversal candle, and this one did down here, you can take that down for about 25 ticks. And if I put this here, it's measured out at 25 ticks, and boom, there you go. 25 ticks. It reversed and went up, but it didn't go past. Even if it didn't come down far enough, it didn't go up to lose that trade. If it goes up, that's the wrong direction. It came on down and completed the win. So that's basically all I am doing. That's all I'm doing. So in this trade, if you can count to 3, if you can just count to 3, you can make this work, okay? I'm gonna show you what I mean. Now remember this thing we talked about up here, this thing in the top right corner? It has a date on it. It says 12/17/2025 to 12/18/2025. So we're gonna trade the 17th, the evening of the 17th. And you'll see right here, it says 6:50:28. That's I trade, it starts at 7 o'clock for me, all right? And so I'm gonna start the clock moving, but we're 10 minutes off, so I'm gonna speed up the clock here so that each second in our time will be a full minute on the chart. I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second. Here we go. There we go. I'll pause that, and I need to put this back in focus, okay? There we go. Sorry about that, guys. So it started out here. So right now, what I do is I'm trading 1 minute candles. What that means is every 60 seconds or every minute, I get another candle. Another candle is created, okay? So right now we are at 7:02 and 30 seconds. So that's one candle, that's one minute. The blue candle, the white candle is 1 minute, blue candle is the second minute, and we have a white candle here. That is the beginning of the third minute. I'm gonna slow this back down, okay, so that it won't move so fast that I can't, because I'm talking to you guys and I need to be able to make trades at the same time. Now, I've already traded this night, so I pretty much know what's gonna happen. Okay, I might screw up, but I've traded it, so I kind of know what's gonna go on. Again, this is the simplest trade I've ever seen in the world. And why more people don't do it, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people are doing it, but it's so simple, it's crazy. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like they do on these commercials on YouTube, where they say, we'll have you trading in 28 days and you'll, at the end of 28 days, they don't say that you're going to be profitable. They just say you will be amazed at your results. Yeah, because you'll be amazed at how much money you lose. You cannot learn to trade in 28 days. Okay, you need to spend probably 2 or 3 months just getting this down, and then at least 100 hours in simulation, trying to be profitable. If you are not profitable in simulation, you will lose your shirt trading with real money. Okay, now you can be in simulation for as long as you need until you become profitable. Okay, in simulation, chart every trade you make. Don't pretend. At some point, you got to pretend that, or stop pretending that when you click on a trade, because you'll do it. You'll click on a trade and say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that if I was really trading for real money." You've got to get in your head that simulation needs to be treated like real money, because otherwise, it's like when I used to play golf. I can't play anymore because of my back, but what I was taught is to not do things that are not part of your normal swing, because all that you will do is you will create you'll create bad habits, right? And then you will reinforce them. So like I say, we got to have at least 3 candles in a row to be before we can at least look at an opportunity for a trade. So we got one candle coming up here, and it is the second minute. So I'm going to double time this or triple time this. I would suggest you not do this once you figure out how you're going to trade. I trade for 2 hours a night, right? And so when I decided that I got serious about this, I said to myself, I got to stop speeding up the clock, because it made me impetuous. I started jumping into trades when I weren't supposed to, but maybe that's just a me thing, right? So I'm speeding it up here. We got like 24 seconds, but it's going to be less than that because I'm running triple time right now. Because what I'm looking for now is, after we get 3 candles going down in a row, I'm looking for a candle that goes up, and we're going to get one here. So when this candle is actually going up, I'm going to pause it here. Okay, move it back to regular time. I'm going to move this green line over here, just underneath this white candle, right there. Get over there. There we go. Okay. Now, what I need to have happen is for this candle to complete white going up, and then I need a reversal candle going down, and I need for it to close below the white candle. So I'm going to we got 42 seconds left on this candle right now. I'm going to go back to double speed. I'll actually go 4x on the speed, and once this candle completes, I'll go back to 0 speed or 1 speed. And we've got just 1 more second before that goes, and here we go. Okay, I can bring this back down to regular time. Okay, there we go. All right, so what you're looking at here is the setup. You have the run. I call this the run, where you have consecutive candles, minimum 3. Not 1, not 2. 2 won't do. You got to have 3 to make this work, because what you're looking for is momentum in a certain direction. It's like if you were what's it called? A surfer, right? A surfer looks for the wave, and he just gets in front of the wave, and he just rides the wave. That's all you're doing here. You're looking for momentum, and you want to get in front of it, and then you're just going to ride it for a little while. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and get this going. This is, okay. As I was saying, you have the run, the reversal, and then the continuation. 3 parts: run, reversal, continuation. And the continuation has to exceed the reversal. So we're back down to regular speed right now, and we have 49 seconds left in this trade, right? So if it closes below the green right here, if you look down here, we have the bar timer. It's counting down. It counts down on every each additional candle. We're at 34 seconds now. At 1 second, I will click the red button up here that says I want to sell the market. Sell takes you down, buy takes you up. Red for down, green for up, and that is why when you see regular candles, they're red and green, so you don't get confused, right? So we have 15 seconds left on this candle, and we'll see if we get down here and we can close this thing out and get going, okay? So it takes you at least 5 minutes to create a setup so that you can get into a trade. 4, 3, 2, and 1 will enter right here. And it put me in a little bit low. I don't like that. It's cheating me. Okay, so we're gonna put that here, okay? Now, I'm gonna pause it again so that I can explain what you're looking at. Remember I created these right angles here? They're 25 ticks. So 25 ticks from my entry, this tan line here, 25 ticks this way, that's my loss. If I go up there and tap that, I want out because I can't stand any further losses. If it goes down here to the green line, then I take a win and I'll take my money and go. And so I take this right angle. If I were to put it over here, it will line up exactly with that green line here. And if I take this one and put it over here, it'll line up exactly with the red line. Now, that's all you got to do. You can't move your entry. You set that. When you clicked on it, you can't change it. And that's what I really want to emphasize. I want you to really get that in your head if you're thinking about trading. Once you enter a trade, it's unforgivable. If you made a mistake, you made a mistake, and it's not going to let you out. Okay? Now listen, what I also want to do is stress to you that this is not some get rich quick program. Okay? I see people on YouTube all the time talking about how trading ruined their lives. Trading didn't ruin their lives. They tried to get rich quick. They didn't take the requisite time to study and learn and make sure that they're profitable every night or at least almost every night. And they jumped in because they connected 2 dots. You know, anyone can connect 1 dot to another and say, well, hey, we got something here. No, you don't. You can draw just a straight line. But when you get a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th, then maybe you've got something. But this is what this is, okay? So this is the trade. I'm shorting the market here, is how that is described. And I'm going to go ahead and click the start button again. And we're going to wait for the market to come down to give us the win. Now, I know that this is going to win because I traded this night before. I'm going to speed up the clock a little bit so that we can go ahead and get this over. So this video doesn't last a day and a half. Okay, as we can see, the market is coming down now. It almost came down to let us out, but it pulled back, and it has the right to do that. You can see one other thing. You see here in this window, okay, you see this window? This shows us whether we're making money or losing money, okay? And right now we are trading, looks like we're trading like $1 a tick. I think I'm trading $1 a tick, am I? I don't know what this trade is, okay? Because these are my normal trades down here. I created this right here just for the purpose of this what do you call it? Demonstration. Anyway, so let's keep it going and get this trade over with. So it comes on down. Now, again, I can speed this up, and I'm going to go ahead and do that so that we can get this over with and get to the next trade. Come on. There we go. Okay. It came down here. You notice my entry exit went away over here. We touched the right angle. I'm going to make a copy of that, and then I'm going to, we're going to use it again. Move it over here. There we go. Move this out of the way so you can see what just happened, and get this out of the way. Now, these right angles, those magenta or pink colored lines, they're not going to make you a better trader. They don't make me a better trader. They just help me to see my trade because I like to keep my price action in the middle of the screen. Okay, so again, we got 3 in a row, minimum 3, not 2, certainly not 1, a reversal candle, and then a continuation closing below the reversal. We take it there down for 25 ticks. Now, I want you to look at something closely because it is so important that you enter a trade properly. Because if you don't, you can lose, right? Because you entered late or early. You see how I entered wrong down here? That divot? That shows where I entered the trade. I can't change that. But the market, this candle closed maybe a couple ticks higher, right? And then look at where I won, okay? Had I been even a couple more ticks lower, I would not be in a winning position on this trade at this point. Does that make sense? Okay, let's keep it going. We're going to run it a little bit fast here. We're running at 4x. Look at this. Wait a minute. I'm not going to do that. Look at this. Okay. We've got within the trade 1, 2, 3, 4 blue candles. Well, that's a setup again, isn't it? Because we said we need at least 3. So that's a setup for another trade. And so what we're going to do is we're going to look for another reversal candle. In this case, it will be white. If you're trading with the regular green and red candles, you would be trading greens down or reds down. The green would be the reversal, and then the red would be the continuation. Like I say, that's just too many busy colors for me. Okay. I'm running double speed right now, so each candle is going to take 30 seconds. And if you look over there to the right, you will see that the bar timer is counting down 2 seconds at a time. So what we have here, I can go ahead and move that down to here. Okay. Yeah. So we have a reversal here, and I'm going to go ahead and slide this right underneath that white candle, right? Because again, I need my continuation candle. We got the run, we got the reversal. I need the continuation candle to come down and close below the white candle, the reversal candle. And I put that green line there so that I can see it. Okay, because sometimes it'll be so close, and I've had it happen to where I thought it was there, but it wasn't. And it was right on the line. It wasn't beyond the line, and it went back the other way, and I lost. So it's very, very important that, that given this trade, that you do it properly. And so that's why I say you need to practice for at least 100 hours. So we're at 45, 44, 43 seconds right now. If you look at your bar timer over here, right? And when it gets down to the number 1, I click on 1, and then we will be clicking on the sale, because again, we're trying to go down. The market is trailing down, so we're not looking to go up at this point. No sense trading against the trend. Okay, we're not going to be out here swimming against the stream or against the tide or against the whatever, right? So we got 18 seconds left on this 16, and it looks like it's going to close down here. Okay, it went way down here, so we're going to go ahead and get over here and get ready. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And so then we click here. What do we got? What is it going to do? What is it doing? Go ahead and click this thing. What happened? There we go. It put me in awfully late. Anyway, it's in playback, so playback's not perfect. Okay, so it put us in a little bit late, but even if we had gotten in on time, actually I probably clicked late. It hasn't come back far enough to knock us out of the trade, right? I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to pause this again so that again, you can see what we're looking at. Ordinarily, I should have been in here, all right? But even if it came back a little bit, but it didn't knock me out. And that's why I said on this previous trade, it is so important that you practice and make sure that your entries are almost perfect, okay? Because if it goes the wrong way a little bit, you don't want just that one tick to knock you out of the trade if it isn't supposed to. So we'll let it continue here, and we'll speed it up just a little bit. Again, we have a 25 tick stop loss, 25 tick take profit. I want to share with you one other thing too. I just paused it. There, you can do something here. Now, again, these things are set at 25 ticks, so I need to put this where it belongs. Okay, put this where it belongs. Okay, all right. You can do, and I do this, but I've been trading for a while. Don't do this when you're starting. This is something that you want to be sure of before you do it. And what is that? You can move this take profit. You can move it down so you can make more money. And then when this is a big if the price action comes down and exceeds what you ordinarily wanted as your take profit, you can move your stop loss down to here, all right? So that at that point, you are preserving the 25 ticks you were hoping to get in the first place. And if it continues to go, then you continue to ride it and move your stop loss down, 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 down. And the further you move it, the further you're guaranteed a win, right? Does that make sense? Anyway, we're not going to do that here. I just want to show you the basic trade. And maybe if we decide to do this a little bit more, I'll probably set up another YouTube channel. I don't want to do this on the basic channel. All right. But anyway, that's how that works. So let's go ahead and do this and get this over with. We're at 3x the speed right now. As you can see, it's coming down. Let's move this over so you can see it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can see the price action. And trading is boring, guys. If you're looking for something exciting to do, trading ain't it, because you're just sitting there staring at the screen, right? Counting candles. It's like I'm like somebody in Vegas counting cards. I'm just counting candles, right? 3 reversal, 3 or more in one direction, reversal, and then I'll just take it down, or in whichever direction it's going. If we got 3 whites going up, then we will look for a blue reversal and then a white continuation, just the opposite of what we're looking at here. Man, this thing is moving really slow, and I'm at 3x right now. Let's speed this on up and get this over with. Okay, go, go, go. Okay, we're at 10x now. Come on, there we go. All right, so there we go. We get another win. This now this is not going to be how things are going to go every night. Okay, when you are trading, if you're always clicking on something, you're probably always losing money. Okay, you're probably going to, if you're working a specific strategy, you are probably only going to have 1 or 2 opportunities in like a 2-hour period. Every once in a while, like on a night like this, and that's why I chose this night so that you guys can see. Every once in a while, you will have more opportunities than you would ordinarily. But normally, you're only going to have 1, 2, 3. There are nights when I've sat there and watched the screen for 2-3 hours and then nothing happened. I mean, nothing happened. Okay, so now we're continuing down, and let's see. We've got 2 trades in right now, and it looks like we're going to get a third opportunity. You see, we've got 3 candles going down, but this one, sadly, didn't turn white. But I think this one will. So let me slow it down here. There we go. If my memory serves me correctly, we'll go back to 1x speed. We've got 24 seconds left on this candle. So we're going to slide this right under here in place. Okay. Again, you need minimum 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we got 4, then we don't have to worry about 3 because 3 is more than 4, right? So all we're going to do is we're going to wait. We got 5 seconds left on this candle, and it did not close. Okay. All right. What are you doing to me here? I thought that one would have been a reversal. Let's see here. So I'm going to speed it up a little bit more. Go 6x, so every 10 seconds it'll give us a new candle. There we go. Alrighty, there's our white candle. So I can come back down to regular speed now. If I slide this underneath here, just underneath, I need for a blue candle to close below the green. You see how simple this is? Count 1, 2, 3 or more, get a reversal, and then when it exceeds the reversal candle, you just take it down. So we got 45 seconds left on this candle right now. All right. And so should it close below the green line, we are going to click on sell once again. 30 seconds left. And this really is all it is to it, guys. Okay. It's just all that other stuff that I was looking at and that, people are trying to, talk you into. I'm like, no, man, I need something simple. I'm a simple man, I'm retired. I'm not trying to work hard, and I'm not even trying to think. Okay, I need something simple, and I can count to 3. I'm smarter than a 5th grader. And we have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and click. There we go. See, simple as that. Looking at the bar timer, that tells us when the candle is going to end again, right? And as soon as we hit that 1, we click on it. It gives us an opportunity to enter the trade because it closed below the reversal candle. We will speed this up again so it's not to have you holding all night long. Let's see, here we go. Get on that, get on, go. Go up to 10, so every 6 seconds now. We're at 10x, so every 6 seconds, we will get a new candle. And it's always gonna go back and scare you. So don't let that, mess your head up, because it can, right? So it very rarely will it just go down, you enter a trade, it never goes green or it never goes red. It just stays green and you get your win. I can count on one hand the number of times that might happen within a month. Okay, so they're all gonna, because the market doesn't just move in in like a smooth direction. It's up and down because people are making trades. They're making bets. People are saying, well, money's coming in, money's going out. People are shorting the market. People are going long the market at the same time. Everybody doesn't have the same philosophy. Some people are doing other things. Okay, they're looking at a different way of trading the market. Now, I don't know why somebody will be going long tonight, but they just might. Okay. Now we're not going to do anything here because this candle has. Notice. Oh, let me show you this. We're not looking to short the market anymore. Okay. Oh, and by the way, remember how I told you can pull your take profit down? Had you pulled it down here, you'd make some money. Actually, you could have pulled it down here and just rolled it all the way down. But since I don't know that that's going to happen, I get out. I get my money and I get out. I'm not trying to. I'm not a foolish gambler in Vegas who wins money at the blackjack table and then stays there until he loses it all. I take mine and get up, walk out. Anyway. I'm not looking to go down anymore. Remember we talked about the RSI down here? Once it comes down here and hit this, I'm not looking to short the market anymore. I'm waiting to go long. I want out of there. I'm not gonna trade against my indicator. This indicator tells me that the market's gonna turn around, and absolutely it does exactly that. See that? It got down there, it bounced off of it, it's going back up. Now we got 2 whites in a row, and here comes a blue candle, and that's not a trade. That's only 2. We gotta have 3. If we don't have 3, we got nothing, okay? So now we have a second candle. We're at 10x, so we're getting a new candle every 6 seconds. Here we have a third candle, okay? So now we're looking for a reversal candle, okay? Or another white one, but it didn't happen. We got a no decision candle, all right? And then it pulled back, all right? So that's not an opportunity. This is not an opportunity here, okay? Don't think that this line right here, straight up and down, you lost momentum. Remember back here when we started and I said this is a momentum trade? You got momentum going down, it pulls back. Yeah, but it continues, okay? Here, it went up only 2 times. Not enough strength. We ran out of steam. So we're not looking to enter a trade, to go up at that point, all right? We got to have 3 full candles. Other than that, we got nothing. So here we have a white candle. Let's see what we get here. If we can get another white candle, okay. There we go. And now we have a blue candle, white, blue, white. Okay, you just be patient and, all right, I want to stop here, right about here, okay. Now this time you actually got 3 full candles, okay. So sometimes you'll look at that and go, well, I can take this, right? All I got to do is wait for a close above the reversal candle. So if I put this here, right on top of that, let's do that. Get it right, Steve. Get it right. Okay. You have time. You have. Once this candle starts, you got 2 minutes to figure out what you're gonna do. Okay. So we'll get going again. Go, go, go. Yeah, there we go. It's just market's just sitting still right now for a minute. Okay, but remember we got 3, but then we got a no decision. In my opinion, you've lost steam there. Okay, so I wouldn't look to take that trade. Now that does not mean that it won't go 25 or more ticks in that direction. It's just that I'm not going to take it. There was a time when I would, and it burned me more than I would like. So I'm just not going to do it. Okay, we got 40 seconds left on this candle right here, and this is a very interesting candle. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna move this out of the way so that you can. Well, I'll leave it there. 28 seconds. I want to show you something on this particular candle. When you've been counting candles as long as I have, you kind of get a little bit of understanding. 17, 16. Come on. All right, I'm gonna get ready to pause it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Is it going to go here? No, I don't think it's going to go there. I'm going to speed this up because I don't want to have you again all night. Okay, we'll triple speed it now. So every second in our time is 3 seconds on the chart. So we're at 30 seconds now. So in about 10 seconds, this thing should give us something to look at. 8. Nope, there we go. All right. Here we go. This candle's finished, okay? It didn't close above the the reversal candle. But the next candle does. And this is what I learned. Okay. We got 10 seconds before on this candle because we're at triple speed. There we go. Okay. If I enter this trade here, okay, after we've already lost steam, then in order for me to win this trade, I will need to get up here. Okay. But at one point I was running pretty hard, but I kind of slipped. It's like you're running and you slip on a banana peel and kind of fall back and you have to start running again. Like somebody running track, if they stumble, they're going to have a hard time getting back up to speed, right? So what happens here is that it continues, but it won't continue far enough. Why? Because we run out of steam. Okay. Just wait. Okay. So we'll speed this up a little bit. Go, 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 go. There we go. 10x. Every 6 seconds, we get another candle. It gets close, but no cigar. And this isn't horseshoes. And so you can't win getting close. You got to win. If you ain't winning, you're losing. So it's going to fall back down. You see that? So be patient. Okay. Look carefully at what you're doing and don't take it for granted. And here's another thing. Don't think that you have to be a part of every movement on the chart. Okay, you're going to see sometimes this is going to go green, 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 or you're going to have the price action go, or you're going to have 8, 9 candles in a row, and you're going to be thinking, I could just jump in. Why can't I just jump in here? Well, the reason you don't want to just jump in there is because you don't know when you're going to get that reversal candle, and you might just jump in on the reversal candle. It goes in, it reverses, knocks you out, and then goes down for what would have been a win had you waited. And so just wait. It takes 2 things to be a profitable trader. And I'm not going to even say a good trader, just slightly profitable. You've got to be disciplined and you've got to be patient. Without those 2 things, it's going to hurt you. So, all right, I'm going to make this last trade and then I want to share with you one other thing and then we're going to get out of here because I've already gone for almost 45 minutes. So, come on. Maybe you don't need to see this one, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, since I'm already this deep into it. Okay, I think we got a reversal candle here. We'll make one more trade, and then I want to show you one last thing, and then we're going to get out of here. Okay, we got the reversal. Okay, there's our reversal. Okay, and we'll get it back down to regular speed. We'll go 2x because I need to get this over with. I don't like keeping you guys for so long. I know you have lives up there. You're working for a living. You're in the rat race. You're on the grind. And yeah, God bless you. Okay, so we got 12 more seconds and we will have another candle on this thing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, enter. There we go. So we're entering right here. Okay, we're running still at double speed right now, so it's going pretty fast. You can see we still have a 25 tick stop loss, 25 tick take profit, and it's going to go right down there. And is it going to get us out of here? Okay, I'm going to put this right here, and when it comes down and pops that line, we got ourselves a win. Come on, we got 11,850, and again, you can see the dollar amount over here. And since we're trading at $1 a tick, or 50 cents a tick. I think this is 50 cents a tick. Okay, I chose the smaller amount. Okay, I chose the smaller amount because the amount of money is really not that even. It really even isn't that important right now. When you're learning, just learn to make the trade. Don't worry about the money. Okay, but when you learn, when you're successful, the money will take care of itself. All right. Now there were no more trades available this night, and I know that's hard to believe because there were 4 trades available. When you started, right? But if I speed this up to 500x, it'll push right on through. And for the rest of the night, you won't get a run reversal opportunity. So, and there is 8 o'clock. Boom, there. All right, so there you go. Now, that's the end of that. What I want to share with you guys is, because again, this can happen one night, okay? But how often does it happen? Does it happen regularly enough that you can say, I don't know, do this on the regular? So what I did is I went back and I back tested this. Okay. I went and I ran Let's see, where'd I put that? There we go. What I did is I ran September, October, November, and December to see how often this actually happens. Because like I said, I'd done all this other stuff and I'm like, this stuff doesn't work. Not enough for me. And so I ran it back. And I'm gonna run this video because this video is gonna last like 5 minutes. And then that's gonna be the end of this. My face won't be here, you won't hear my voice. What you're gonna see is page after page after page, where I went back and I screen tested or I screenshot in a back test to see how often this thing works. Now what you're looking at right here is, let me see, can I move this and not screw up stuff? Let me see, can I do this? I think I can. I think you guys are still okay now. Well, I'll know when I get done because I need to get to my monitor in front of me so that I can see this. My laptop is only 17 inches, but my monitor's like 2 feet, right? Yeah, so what you're looking at here is the 1st of September, and it's gonna hold for like 5 or 7 seconds. Every 7 seconds, you're gonna get the next day. And this is gonna go all the way to the end of the year. I missed a little bit in December because there were some changes in the market, and they sent me an email so that I can make the change, but I'm Steven, I didn't read it. So I lost it. Anyway, I got the second half of December, but December is a lousy month to be trading because of all the holidays and everything. Anyhow, what you're looking at here is the opening of the market. You're gonna have the green line on the left, the red line on the right. I start and I stop, I'll go for 2 hours, that's it. What you're gonna see is where you have three same color, right? And then a reversal, opposite color, then a continuation. That's the first trade. I have the arrow there. It says enter here. It goes down 25 ticks. You get the win. You kick back and wait for it to happen again. Moving along, you get it to happen again. 1, 2, 3. You get a reversal and finally a continuation that closes below the reversal. The first candle didn't come below. The next one was a no decision. The third was the actual close below the continuation. You take that, it does pull back, but then it goes on for the win. And you didn't get another one until the end of the night. But as I said earlier, there's not going to be a whole lot of trade opportunities in a given night. That's 2 hours and there's only 2 opportunities. You see what I'm saying? Now, in a few seconds, you're going to see the next page show up. There we go. So again, market opens at the green line. You get a nice little run, 4 or 5, blue candles, a white reversal, and a blue continuation. Take that down for 25 ticks. Market moves on, and then you get, it shoots up, but then it comes on back down. 1, 2, 3, 4 blues, and a little bit of a doji, but then the reversal, and it comes on down. Take that, and you finally get your win. It does pull back on you, so that's kind of scary, all right? And it just keeps happening. And so you'll go through that every night, right? And let me just show you this one, the third trade. Let's go back to the run. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, and then the reversal white. Draw a line all the way across, and that first big blue candle, it doesn't close below the reversal. The next big candle does, and that's why I'm down so low when I enter, and then it goes on down. You see that? But I'm going to turn off my camera. Where is my camera? It's got to be over here somewhere. There it is. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera. All right, because I don't matter at this point. I'm going to back this up, and then I'm going to just let it play, and that'll be the end of this video. And what you can do is you can pause the video wherever you want if you want to study this and see if it makes sense to you. If it does, great. If it doesn't, that's cool. If it's not something you're interested in, that's okay too. This ain't for everybody. And that's it. So listen, thanks for joining me, guys. I'm going to let this play, and I will see you in the next video. Be blessed.